Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Brew Review Crew. I'm Ron.
And I'm Corey.
And today we are looking at a very special beer from North Peak Brewing Company up in Traverse City, Michigan. Today we're looking at the Dubious Black Chocolate Stout, a judiciously hopped black chocolate stout, and made with Goldings hops and with chocolate added straight to the boil. So this one should be pretty good.
Looking forward to this. It's a 5.3% alcohol by volume. It's a little bit bitter at 50 IBUs, but we'll see how that all balances out in this just sweet, delicious drink.
Let's check it out. Glub, 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 glub.
So for those of you who don't know North Peak, they're a brewery up in Traverse City, Michigan, and their parent company is Northern United Brewing Company, and they are also the parent company for Grizzly Peak and for Jolly Pumpkin. And if you ever had Jolly Pumpkin, they make incredible sour beers.
Absolutely.
Some of my favorite North Peak beers that I've had are the Archangel. This is cherry wheat, a little bit of fruitiness and some nice bready type flavors there. I love that. Yeah. And then their Vicious IPA is one of my summer go-tos. I mean, I just love it. I'm glad we can get it around the area. But today we're going to be trying Dubious. And Ron, you kind of have a personal connection to North Peak, so why don't you tell everyone about that a little bit?
Yeah, Traverse City is one of my favorite places on earth. I mean, of course, it's fairly close to us being in Ohio, but I love Traverse City. It's beautiful and picturesque, and they are just home to some of the incredible breweries. Yeah. And North Peak's one of them, and actually I got engaged on the shores of Lake Michigan right next door to Jolly Pumpkin. And when I went into Jolly Pumpkin, the first beer I had after I proposed to my fiance was North Peak Sinuous, which is a Celtic ale. And I have to say, even now, I think that's probably my all-time favorite beer. I mean, it's just excellent. And the people at North Peak and Jolly Pumpkin are so awesome. They're so friendly. Right after we got engaged, I posted this to Untappd, and they actually sent us free T-shirts, and they were just really cool about it. And just a really good company. They make fantastic beers, and every time I see them pop up in our local bottle shop, I have to try it.
Right. I mean, and also, how can you pass up this little medicine type bottle? I mean, it's so unique. We always talk about branding and a little bit of our things. You've seen our clown shoes review. It's just something when you pass it, or when you go past it on a shelf, it's hard to pass up. You know, you're just like, that is so different, so interesting, and every time I've had them, they've been delicious.
Yeah, and I thought, well, you know what? It's Valentine's Day season. We just passed it up on Friday, and why not have a chocolate stout?
Let's try it out.
All right, everybody. Now that we've given ourselves a nice hearty pour, let's take a look at Dubious.
Here we go. As I was saying when we poured this, I mean, it is just a beautiful looking stout. It's just nice and dark and jet black. I mean, nice tan creamish colored head. Yeah. It's like that light tan. I like that.
Yep, looks every bit of, what a stout should look like.
Right. It's got actually pretty good lacing when you just kind of swirl it around right here.
Yeah.
I mean, no complaints so far.
Looks good.
Looks good. All right, everybody, let's dive into the aroma of Dubious.
Yeah. Right off the bat for me, I get coffee.
Yeah.
I get like a very nice, roasty coffee aroma.
Yeah, definitely. Coffee, I get a little alcohol there, which is kind of surprising, but
just a little bit, bit of a little bit of an alcohol burn. But I smell a lot of coffee and obviously chocolate.
Yeah, some it says it was brewed with black malt, and if you're a home brewer at all, or if you've ever tried brewing anything with black malt, it is a very distinct smell. It's burnt grain almost, and I definitely get a lot of that burnt type flavor to it.
Yeah, I think it smells fantastic. I mean, really.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
It's dark and rich. I'm pretty excited to get into this.
Okay, well, with that being said, let's go ahead and take our sip of North Peak's Dubious. Cheers.
Cheers. It's really good. You know what that reminds me of is
oh wow,
Great Lakes Edmund Fitzgerald a little bit. It's really smoky.
Wow.
Some great coffee flavors, some great bitterness to it from the black malt again, not from the hops, and just that coffee and chocolate and bitter and roast. It's really bold and it's delicious.
I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, this is really, really good. I mean, just the mix between a coffee and chocolate and burnt, roasty, smoked
Yeah.
Really, really good. I mean, without being a campfire overload, I mean, it is really smoky, but like just where you want it to be, and it mixes so well with the chocolate. I mean, this is really good.
It's like, I was thinking these as like man-type beers. It's almost like drinking a beer, smoking a cigar at the same time. You know, you get a little just, like I said, just good smokiness, especially with that coffee flavor in the background. It is a great balance. It makes for a really drinkable beer, though, too.
Oh, God. I mean, it is really good. I mean, it's lacking a little bit of that stout mouthfeel. It's not like slick and coating.
More medium-bodied than thick, which I kind of expected.
Yeah, and but I mean, even on the aftertaste, the way that it's judiciously hopped, I love the way they put that. It goes really well with the smoking. I am getting a little hop bittering on the back end, but it goes really well with the smoke profile, which, I mean, in terms of chocolate flavor, I got more of chocolate on the aroma than the flavor. It's there, but what I'm picking up mostly is burnt, roasty, smoky flavors.
Nice dark coffee, black coffee.
It's fantastic. It really is.
It's really good. All right, everybody, thanks again for checking out the Brew Review Crew episode number 7. You can find us just about everywhere on the internet, Ron.
Yeah, Twitter, Facebook, Google+. Our newest addition is Vimeo and Instagram, so you can check out all of our nice beer porn pictures.
Yeah.
But other than that, you really can find us just about anywhere. And the main point there, though, is just we'd like to hear from you. So pick one of those and let us know what you think about Dubious and other beers like it. We gave it an A, but if you didn't like it, let us know. Tell us why you didn't like it and where we went wrong and what else we might want to try.
There should always be a conversation between the reviewer and the audience. So please let us know.
And again, thank you.
Yeah, and thanks again. This has been another episode of the Brew Review Crew. We'll review a brew for you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Glub 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 glub.